Today we're going to be talking about direct variation. Direct variation is another way of describing a relationship between x and y that is proportional. In direct variation, one variable will always be a constant multiple of the other. With direct variation, we use a constant of proportionality. Situations that vary directly can always be represented with this equation, y equals kx. If you remember from proportional versus non-proportional notes, this is the equation that we use for proportional relationships. If you also remember, k is the constant of proportionality, or the ratio of y over x. To solve for k, you simply divide the y value by the x value. So let's look at an example. So right here, for number 1, they gave me my x value and they gave me my y value. I need to find the k, the constant of proportionality, and then put it into the equation. So, for example, to find k, I have to divide y by x. My y value is 6. My x value is 9. 6 divided by 9 is equal to 2/3. So my k value is 2/3. Now I will take this k value and plug it back into my y equals kx equation. So if I have to use this equation, I'm going to plug this in for k. So my equation is y equals 2/3 x. This means every time I multiply 2/3 times my x value, I will always get a y value, and it's going to be the same relationship every time. Another example I want to show you is a word problem. So here is my word problem. While on her way to school, Susan noticed that a gallon of gasoline was $3.50 per gallon. The total cost of a tank of gasoline varies directly with the price per gallon. Write the direct variation equation. So I have two things. I have gallons and I have money, right? So since it says $3.50 per gallon, that means it's $3.50 for 1 gallon of gas. So one of these is my x value and one of these is my y value. Remember, x is independent and y is dependent. So what I would do is I would look and see which one is dependent on the other. So the amount of money you spend depends on how many gallons of gas that you get. So the gallons of gas would be your x, and the money would be your y. So my direct variation, my equation, I have to find k first. So I have to do k equals y over x. My y is 350, my x is 1. So whenever I divide that, I get $3.50. This is my k value. So now I'm going to plug this into my equation form. So I'm going to say y equals $3.50 times x. So now we can use this equation to solve for this. What is the total cost for a tank of gasoline if Susan purchased 18 gallons? So since it's gallons, 18 gallons of gas, this is going to be my x value. So I can still use this equation, but instead of x, now I'm going to plug in my new x value, 18. So I'm going to have y equals $3.50 times 18. Multiply it out. 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 3 is 24, plus 4 is 28. Add a 0 to hold our place value. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 3 is 3. Add these together. And then I have 2 decimals in my problem. So I got 63. So that means y equals 63. Remember, your y is how much money you spent, so it's going to cost her $63 to buy 18 gallons of gas. And that is how you do direct variation.